aleshores que ha de ser, i per tant gaudirem d'aquest espectacle que heu organitzat aquest 11 de setembre, que segur també serà inoblidable, com ho va ser la V baixa de votar.
Let's start this with an actual really important event that happened on Friday. It was a holiday here in Catalunya, and basically everyone went into Barcelona to celebrate this holiday. This year the Dia de Catalunya coincided with the first day of the 27S political campaign, the 27th of September, when there's going to be a vote for a new government. Basically what Catalunya Day is the commemoration of the defeat of Barcelona, but this is the Barcelona that was under siege by troops from the Duke of Berwick, and this happened during the War of Spanish Succession, and this happened on the 11th of September of 1714. The holiday was first celebrated in 1886 and then abolished by the Franco dictatorship in 1939, but then reinstated in 1989 by the Catalunya autonomous government. Basically, after this defeat, El Rey Felipe V passed a new constitution, abolishing the individual constitutions of the different separate kingdoms within Spain. This constitution was called Decretos de Nueva Planta, which basically mainly unified all of these kingdoms into one Spanish law system. So for this year, the Avenida Meridiana was completely immobilized. So many people said that around 2 million people came into Barcelona to celebrate the Dia de Catalunya this year. But this is only the 4th year in which the holiday has had an I would say undertone, but it's not undertone. It was obvious to anyone to see that it was mainly driven by independence supporters. So this has been the 4th year, and mainly was about getting the word out there that the Catalan people want independence. Basically, there were different sections down the Avenida towards Parliament, and each of these sections had a different coloured arrow that they would hold up, and each of these colours represented an idea or a wish in which the Catalan people want for the new government that they expect would provide them if they gained independence. So it was all like beautifully and really well organized, and I was really surprised, and everyone was there. There were people with their face painted and nails, and everyone had a flag on them. It was the biggest sense of patriotism that I've ever experienced in my entire life. So basically, this vote that's going to happen on the 27th of September, all Catalan people hoping for independence are going to be voting for one party, which is now made up of all the smaller parties that supported independence before but weren't very successful. So now they decided to form one big party to hope to basically rile all these votes in hope that they would be successful this time, so then they can take the plea to become independent to the main Spanish government in Madrid. But to prevent this from sounding a bit too political, and I mean, these are the things that I've researched and I heard about from people out in the parade, and they were explaining to me what was going on and what they hoped to achieve. I'm in no way siding with anyone, because I don't think I have the right to side with anyone in such a matter, but I can see their points for independence, as I can see the points for the people who don't wish to have independence. So the whole of the party was set through the Arc de Triomphe in the middle of Barcelona, and all the way into towards the end of the little park section, and there was a big stage on the other side and stalls with food, drinks, cava cocktails and sangria, and I mean, you name it, and it was delicious. It was something wonderful to experience, as well as the music. I mean, it was a bit different. The electronic music here, it's also very different to what I'm used to anyways, but my knowledge in electronic music is not that in depth, if I must be honest. So the atmosphere was just incredible. Everyone was just unified, and chants for independence going off every 5 minutes, and you could sense that the people feel like they're in a good place now, and they're confident that they're gonna get what they want. And I mean, who am I to say that they shouldn't get what they want, right? So basically we were dancing from about 7 until 12, and we had gone to the Avenida Meridiana Arrows, which are kindly one of the lifeguards here at the school I'm teaching at. He provided us with the arrows, and he showed us around, taught us the ropes of how to party Catalan style, and it was an experience and a half, if I must say so. I'd been to a fiesta in the first week that I got here, but I mean, this was just so many people. Oh my god. And anywhere you would look, ever so often you'd see this human pyramid just rising out of the ground, and one that was actually happening really close to me collapsed as the last person got to the top. In my video, it just misses out the people falling, but it was terrifying. No one was hurt, thankfully, but it's something, you know, that you can see means a lot to them, and their traditions they're there, you know, it makes the people. And then this group called Zoo came on, and everyone just went ballistic. Contrate pratiche, Spagna inabarcable, le vaya infame, salari miserable, paga la pena pero en negre, al final ells no perden y tú no vas a jubilarte. Currículum amunt i avall, desesperança, la cara del que sap que són avança. Quants volen convertir-se en un heroi, trobant feina, quants tenen ja la soga al coll, les ganes de morir-se o matar, equilibrismes, caminant per abismes, les ganes de cremar ETTs indignes que anomenen treball a l'esclavisme. Mate la base del coll, precarietat i tristesa, tot altre nom, explotació, la web de una mitja. Can everyone who wasn't in the main area just waltzed in, and everyone squished, and we were at this point, even on top of the garden area, the raised garden beds that we were at, under a massive like coconut tree of some sort, that was packed. And then the last act was more rumba sort of dance. Which, I mean, I love it. Gave me a chance to like move around a little bit. I knew how to dance better to that than to electronic music of the zoo kind. Sounds very alien-like, and it actually reminds me of a band that we were seeing, or a group that we were seeing at the fiesta in this other smaller town called Granollers in the first week that I got here. Like, it was at the end of August. And then, you know, fireworks going off anywhere, but I mean, in the middle of the crowd and people holding them, and Catalan people know how to party. It was a thing to be part of since I'm here, you know, whether the independence thing goes ahead or not. This was a monumental thing for the people here, and maybe I'll be able to turn around and tell my grandchildren in a few decades that, yeah, I was part of that. Yeah, so this is where I'll leave you guys. I'll see you in my travel vlog, where I'll end up writing about the stuff that I didn't really vlog, or I'm talking to you about. So yeah, I guess, so I might go out and get some more sunshine on me. If I don't go back completely tanned, I think I've defeated the point of coming here. Right, bye!
Oh, well, beautiful. Should I do some Zumba for you?
Yes.